The GRENLEC Community Partnership Initiative contributes to community development through partnerships with community and stakeholder development initiatives in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Since 1994, a broad range of our communities and people have been impacted by programs valued at over $20 million.
In Grenada, the T.A. Marisha Community College is the premier provider of training and education in the electrical field. We offer courses across a variety of levels, certificates, associate degrees, the CVQs or the Caribbean Vocational Qualifications, as well as the Wireman's Readiness Examinations. Our mandate is to provide access to quality training to the populace of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. In an effort to do that, when we evaluated our facilities, we found that there was room for improvement. And as such, we sought the intervention of GRENLEC, and they heeded our call to provide us with the opportunity to enhance the electrical lab, basically on two fronts. There will be a remodeling of the physical layout of the room such that it will create a better learner environment. There will be the construction of workstations, as well as the sealing off of the room so that we can have a better environment for the students to function in. The second part of the project will include the provision of current equipment, tools and instruments that would assist in the training and delivery of the programs. We believe that the training facility should reflect that of industry, and as such, these equipment, once they're provided for us, would help to create the type of authentic learning experiences so that the students, while they are involved in training, will be exposed to the type of technology that is currently available in industry.
We are very grateful for the partnership we have developed with GRENLEC. We know that we are going to work more in collaboration with GRENLEC, and they will see the benefits of what they have funded.
This committee was formed to improve and enhance the compound of the Anglican High School so that we can eventually move towards advancing and improving and expanding the education curriculum. But first we must have a base. And so this immediate project is a small part of it, or part of the overall project. And this small part is the flat, which is the recreational area on the flat area on Tantine side. That nice green space that we have, and this is where we focus now to get that into a green playing field area. We are hoping that this would improve our sport readiness and sport preparedness, but also look at the big picture of sport working together with education to improve the overall capacity and capability of the students.
We have had the generosity of two stalwart corporate bodies in Grenada, GRENLEC being one, and Republic Bank Grenada Limited, and their contributions to the projects is equal weight. And so we're very happy to have these two substantial donors. The second tier of donors we have is from the Fellowship of the St. John's Brothers Association in England. And the first contributor to the project is actually the Alumni Association of the Anglican High School, the New York chapter. We have other smaller contributors, but these four contributors are the main contributor that have helped us to realize this dream.
GRENLEC has come at the right time. The funding has come at the right time and at the right place. For the last 2 years, Grenada Schools Incorporated has had a mandate to ensure the delivery of functional upgraded libraries in every single primary school. We are actually, all that we do falls under the umbrella of a project that is called Strengthening the Foundations for Early Literacy in Grenada. We work in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development and the Environment to deliver these primary level libraries. And Although we are privately funded through the Sherwood family, Michael and Melanie Sherwood, we understand clearly that collaboration is important, public-private partnership is important, and that we couldn't do all 56 libraries by ourselves. Hence the reason we approached GRENLEC to do one library for us. That particularly is the Cali Government School. So it really is going to make more than 200 children happy, make all of the staff and community at Cali happy. We do library development, we do library management, care and training. We do so that we don't just give a school a library. We give a school a library and we teach the staff and the children through the staff to manage and care that library well. We either expand an existing space. If the existing space is adequate, we simply, enhance it in some way. And if we truly cannot find a space in the public primary school that we're working with, then we will do a completely new construction. We also have put together what we call an ideal Grenadian book collection. The types of books that Grenadian children would love and the types of books that Grenadian children would see themselves in. So for the Cali school, they will get a complete job. They will get a new construction, they will get a well-ventilated, well-lit, really beautiful library. They will also get beautiful furniture and they will get a lovely collection of books.
The project that is proposed by Legal Aid and Counseling Clinic is a project that is called Creating Safer Communities Through Public Education and Capacity Building. Now, this project was born out of a concern on the part of Legal Aid and Counseling Clinic, but not just on our part. It is a concern that we've heard expressed over and over again in the general public about the incidents, the high incidence of violence within our society. So what we aim to do with this project is engage communities and persons both within the school setting and outside of the school setting with a series of educational programs around violence prevention, understanding what violence is, understanding responses to violence, understanding soft skills that people can use as a way of diffusing situations that can lead to violence. Over the course of the project, we'll be working with school children. We have selected 6 schools where we hope to work with a cohort of up to 30 or 40 students. So there'll be 18 in-school sessions. And outside of that, we then will do about 20 public sessions where we'll be engaging with persons at community settings through parent-teachers associations, church groups, community groups, youth groups, sports groups. We're hoping that by the end of the project, we would engage at least about 1,000 citizens of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, because by engaging this wide number of people, we'll begin to get people to think about other ways of managing conflict that do not end in violence. GRENLEC's involvement or support of this project is particularly important to us because it means that they're showing leadership as a corporate citizen, the kind of leadership that hopefully will encourage other corporate citizens to take an interest in these social issues. At the end of the day, a violence-free society is a society that's safer and better for all of us. And kudos to GRENLEC for being one of the first local companies to partner to do this work.
We have hundreds of swimmers coming through this facility every day. We have swimmers as part of a school program, and then from 2:30 in the afternoon we have clubs who swim up to 7:30, 8 at night. So fully utilized pool, use on Saturday, use on Sunday, but the only public pool in Grenada. So the initiative we've applied for is to assist us with the basic maintenance of the pool. We have lane lines which need to be replaced. We have our pumps and filters that need to be replaced, and it has been a huge challenge. If you look around, you'll see the facility is not great, so we also have some work that we need to do on the toilets and bathroom facilities to enhance it, to bring it to be at least a more acceptable standard. We also have a bit of work to do in the space of open water swimming. We're missing some critical pieces of equipment that we've applied for help for, and that would assist us to be able to bring swimming to the sea instead of just at the pool.
On behalf of the Grenada Amateur Swimming Association, and by extension the entire swimming community here in Grenada, I would like to say a big thank you to GRENLEC for your contribution in the development of swimming here in Grenada, but more specifically for the contribution that have been given to GASA to enhance the facility and to improve the conditions for our swimmers.
This where we're standing here now is Quarantine Point. We have secured a 33-year lease with the government of Grenada starting 2002, and it involves 4.4 acres of land. We have done significant work on this site. If you look around, you'd see we have benches and chairs. One of the biggest projects is 880 linear feet of road. We've also installed water and temporary electricity to this site. This site is a very popular site, as you'd realize. It is one of the few green areas in the south of the island. And a lot of people come here to picnic. And what we want to do is to install security lights and to repair the fence at the west part of the facility in order to make the whole area safe. I'd like to thank GRENLEC again for their continued support and hope we can do more of this in the future.
This historic building was severely damaged by Hurricane Ivan in 2004. And being a historical building, it meant that the restoration work had to be done in a specific way in conformity with the Historical Society and their various stipulations. So that in itself produced a particular challenge of trying to rebuild as it was. Even some of the materials, like the tiles and stuff, are not presently easily available, so that took quite some time to source it. And in the case of the tower, which is a historical part of the town, this goes back beyond 1904, when the present tower was then refurbished and a new clock placed there. Since then, that clock has been functioning. So you can imagine 100+ years, the type of deterioration that would have taken place and the type of work that has to be done now. It is in this context that the support from GRENLEC has become very, very important. Their financial support will certainly help us to restore the tower and their usage of the tower as an official land site, landmark in the nation, carrying the official timepiece. We like to acknowledge with gratitude GRENLEC's contribution not only to this project, but the several projects across the nation, projects that are very crucial for the ongoing growth and development of the nation. And we wish GRENLEC all the best in the future and pray that they'll continue to be a good corporate citizen, helping where help is needed.